Good morning, and welcome to the summer commencement ceremony for the class of 2020. I'm Dr. George Parker, the proud superintendent of Newport News Public Schools, and I'm honored to join you today as we celebrate this great occasion. Will we have our graduates come into the chamber? We'll begin this morning's graduation ceremony with a tribute to our great nation. Please stand for the national anthem. Thank you. You may be seated. So as we look around, we are doing things quite differently today. We are under a restricted seating today of up to 50 participants. So we have split our graduates into two parties. And we will have the pleasure of doing this ceremony twice today, which is worth the effort to have our students recognized for their accomplishments. So graduates, you've made it. I share your pride and congratulate you for successfully completing your education in Newport News Public Schools. Families, and please come on in and be seated. We'll seat you accordingly. Families, I thank you for your support and guidance over the years. It has truly been a successful partnership. Today's ceremony exemplifies our mission in Newport News Public Schools to graduate our students college, career, and citizen ready. From a rigorous curriculum and high expectations to service learning and career and college preparation, Newport News Public Schools has provided our graduates with the skills and tools essential for their success. Under the dedicated leadership of the school board, Newport News Public Schools has continued to expand our options for our students to prepare them for successful futures. And joining us today to celebrate this special occasion with you are several members of our Newport News School Board. I'd like to acknowledge them at this time. It's a great pleasure to introduce the chairman, Mr. Douglas Brown. School board members, Rebecca Amon, Dr. Terry Best, and school board member, Mr. Gary Hunter. Joining us from our school leadership team is Chief of Staff, Mr. Richard Wright, Executive Director of Secondary School Leadership, Dr. Felicia Burnett, and the Executive Director of School Leadership, Dr. Stanette Bird. And we'd also like to thank our principals also for joining us this morning to recognize their students as they receive their diplomas as well. So graduates, you began this education journey many years ago with the desire to get to today, your graduation day. This day marks the pinnacle of a 13-year journey, a journey that has not only taught you to achieve your academic goals, but also how to prepare for the days ahead. When you were in elementary school, many of you learned the value of sharing and getting along with one another. As you progressed to middle school, you learned the value of leadership, and in high school, you learned how to set and achieve goals. Along the way, you were guided by some dedicated and wise tour guides, your families, teachers, administrators, mentors, and friends. As you celebrate your graduation, take a moment to reflect on your passage and your destination. Reflect on the friendships you've gained, the lessons you have learned, and the treasures you have shared. Remember those that helped you along the way. As you leave Newport News Public Schools and continue on your journey, I leave you with some advice for the future as reflected by an unknown author. Promise yourself to be strong and nothing can disturb your peace of mind. To take health, happiness, and prosperity to every person you meet. To make all your friends feel that there is something in them. To look at the sunny side of everything and make the optimism come true. To think only of the best. To be just as enthusiastic about the successes of others as you are about your own. To forget the mistakes of the past and press on to the greater achievements of the future. To wear a cheerful countenance at all times and give every living creature you meet a smile. To give so much time to the improvement of others that you have no time to criticize others. To be large for worry, too large for worry, too noble for anger, too strong for fear, and too happy to permit the presence of trouble. On behalf of Newport News Public Schools and our team, I congratulate you on your achievements and I wish you all the best. At this time, Dr. Barnett, our Executive Director of Secondary School Leadership, will lead in the presentation of diplomas for our graduates. Dr. Barnett, and thank you for your time.
Thank you, Dr. Parker. Also, prior to me presenting our diplomas, I'd like to recognize another member of our division leadership team, Dr. Shamika Gerald, our Director of Equity, Assessments, and Strategic Operations, and former principal of Heritage High School, here to celebrate her students. Graduates, we wish you much success in your future endeavors. We are proud that Newport News Public Schools has opened the doors for you, and I now encourage you to move forward and step confidently into your future. By the authority vested in me by the Commonwealth of Virginia and by the School Board of Newport News, I declare that each of you has successfully completed the course of study required for a high school diploma, and are thus graduates of Newport News Public Schools. As a symbol of this important transition, you may now turn your tassels. We will now begin the presentation of the diplomas to our graduates. So I ask that our graduate proceeds to the stage to receive their diploma as a visible symbol of their graduation from high school. Families may come to the stage to celebrate their graduates. Once your graduate receives his or her diploma, a picture will be taken, and then you may exit the auditorium through the back doors on my right. We will begin with our graduates from Denby High School. Principal Dr. Eleanor Blow will award students their diplomas. Domingo Alonso Antonio Lean. Daniela Jasmine Chicas Herrera. Janez Omarion Jones. Destiny Nicole Rodriguez. Amy Giselle Valderez Rovello. Next, we honor graduates from Heritage High School, and Principal Dr. Erling Hunter will present diplomas to the students. Brianna Denise Gibbs. Devon Douglas Hall. Daoud Malik Hood. Excuse me. My apologies. That was Shaylin Chanel Diaz. Daoud Malik Hood. Travis Khalif Thomas. Menchville High School graduates will be honored this morning by Principal Bobby Surrey. Symphonia Aldelphia Lovelace. J. Bradley Morgan. Trinity Sierra Sanchez. Devontae Leonardo Vance. Please honor all of our graduates with a round of applause. On behalf of our entire Newport News Public Schools community, please accept our congratulations and we wish you the very best. We can kindly ask our families to exit with your graduates near the cafeteria doors, and have a great day. Once again, congratulations. Good morning and welcome to the 2020 summer graduation. I am Dr. Felicia Barnett, Executive Director of Secondary School Leadership, and we want to congratulate all of our graduates and our families. We are proud that Newport News has opened the doors for you, and we now encourage you graduates to move forward and step confidently into your future. By the authority vested in me by the Commonwealth of Virginia and by the School Board of Newport News, I declare that each of you has successfully completed the course of study required for a high school diploma and are thus graduates of Newport News Public Schools. As a symbol of this important transition, you may now turn your tassels. We will now begin the presentation of diplomas to our graduates. So I ask that our graduate proceeds to the stage to receive their diploma as a visible symbol of their graduation from high school. Families, you may come close to the stage to celebrate your graduates. Once your graduate receives his or her diploma, a picture will be taken, and then you may exit the auditorium through the back doors on my right. We will begin honoring a graduate from Heritage High School, and Principal Dr. Erling Hunter will present her diploma. Tania Lamaya Stewart. Mr. Jason Taylor, Assistant Principal of Operations, standing in for Principal Dr. Kelly Mason, will now award diplomas to the graduates of Warwick High School. Imani Charmaine Green. Austin Timothy Little. Talia Darcel Singleton. Austin Timothy Little. Traquan Tomas Wharton. Finally, our graduates from Woodside High School will receive their diplomas from Principal Dr. Wendy Nichols. Tamarion Nasir Bassett. Corinne Antoni Bowers. Jaden D'Angelo Gibson. Raycion Najee Hill. Donovan Jalen Parker. Isaiah Kendrick Sharrock. Carlton Vanice Delay Mar Wallace. Once again, Carlton Vanice Delay Mar Wallace. Tamani Lanique Smith. Cornelius DeMar Hodges. once again, on behalf of our entire Newport News Public Schools community, please accept our congratulations, and we wish you the best in your future endeavors.